2, 3. You're watching Fight for Together! Good morning, guys. Time for breakfast. Good morning.
Good morning.
Hey, time to get up. Hey, time to get up.
Got muffins, bacon, yogurt, fruit, granola. Thank you very much. That was very nice of you. Super yummy.
That's the microphone. One of the cool things about being at this house is we were here 363 days ago. And Krista and Micah hosted us just from reading our stuff on Facebook. We were so inspired by what they shared about just reading our Facebook posts that when we started the vlog, we were given one piece of advice. And it was to think of one family or that one person that you're making this for. Because when you're making all this, spending all this time editing and filming, and we didn't have an audience and we didn't know who it was for, we were like, man, it helps to make your art for someone. So I heard the speaker say that, and right then this family came to mind. So we printed their picture off from like Facebook, but they were the family that we had in mind when we started the vlog, when we were asking the question, who would we make this for if it was one person? We were talking to Krista yesterday, and she says she actually watches the vlog. So you watch the vlog?
I do. It is. It's like I'm seeing good friends, even though I've known you guys years ago from college. But I feel like I know your hearts better, and you know, getting to see your kids is delightful to me. Like I feel like I know them, even though they probably don't know me at all. And this little guy. So it's just kind of fun.
Do you guys remember that amazing coffee shop I was at last week? The one where... One of the things I did while I was there was I bought a bunch of beans to give as gifts, maybe to people back home or to families that host us like this. So this is one of those things that we've done that's actually worked out pretty well as just a way to say thank you and really let people know how much we appreciate them. It's just getting something small like this at the place that we're at that's like special, that has a story attached to it. We got you guys a little gift, more for Krista than Micah, sorry. Unless you start,
you never know.
Unless you start liking coffee after today.
Thank you so much.
I want to be an inventor.
You want to be an inventor?
Yes.
What do you want to invent? Have you invented anything?
I've invented stuff on drawing boards, and I've been thinking about like doing this stuff.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Bye. Thank you.
Turn right onto Sunset Boulevard and continue on Howard Lane.
We're 15 minutes later than we were shooting for, but Cammie and I were on the same page today, and that's actually much more important than the time. I realized yesterday after our little mishap, we talked about it, and I think a lot of it had to do with I didn't feel like she was really helping me out, and there was like a miscommunication, but today was much better.
Ben and I were really encouraged staying with Krista and Micah. Krista was my RA when I was 18. People know what RAs are? Is that like a common thing? I don't know. Last night they were just talking to us about how much they believe our vlog matters. And I just felt really encouraged by that, because things have been not always easy. We've got about 650 miles, which equals about 9 hours of driving today, which is a full day. The main reason we're trying to book it back here is because our friends, Brian and Annie, are due to have their baby. They asked me specifically to be there at the birth to help, which I am really excited to do. That's one of my favorite things to do, is to be at people's births and to help. They sent us this text message that basically just said that she was having mild contractions for 5 hours, which again, that's hard to interpret because that could just be Braxton Hicks, no big deal, or that could be the real thing. It's really hard to know.
If we had to, we can like drive straight through and I think be home in like maybe like 25 hours or 30 hours. Right now we're like 20 miles from Yellowstone National Park, and growing up Yellowstone was like the national park that you like go to. It seemed like hard to get to and so spectacular and so amazing. In the past, when we've driven across the country, we've seen like a map and we've seen it as like different amazing national parks or destinations to stop by and to hit up. Now it's a little bit different. We've done a lot of the national parks and we're starting to see driving across the country as a way to see different relationships. And we're starting to see a map, or seeing different families and people that we drive across and stay with and visit and see. It's actually been really cool. I feel like there's more depth than just seeing a bunch of stuff. The only thing worse than gas stations is gas stations with casinos in them.
Sticking your tongue out?
Hey. We are gonna ask the kids to tell you guys what being on a 30-hour driving road trip is like from their perspective. Okay, you wanna hold it?
Usually what I do is read, or you can sleep. I have this bench and usually you sleep, and then yeah, you don't really do much, but it's fun to have lunch on the road.
Usually what I do on road trips is I read and sleep. So I have this like sleeping area right here if I want to sleep, and I have this like activity bag of mine with like these books and board games and stuff. I have a water bottle. That's basically it.
What I do is a little it read, but if I'm too car sick, then I just lay down, and then if I'm not car sick, then I just wake up and like have some like fruit, and then I go back to sleep.
I like to read, draw, write, and then take naps. I usually just like sleep or read or like just look out the window while listening to the music. Sometimes me and Eden will just like talk and stuff.
The kids are really good. We have our issues and our moments, and there's bickering and fights, and we end up yelling back there a lot. But we listen to a lot of music together. We like to try and have some snacks, so we have this fruit box down there. Just really enjoy the view. This van is terrific because it has these amazing windows all the way around. Jeez, all these gas stations are starting to wear me down. I almost bought candy in there, but it was $1.39, which I thought was pretty expensive, so it's the only thing that kept me from buying it. Wyoming has been super tough. It's been super long. I don't know if I can handle it anymore, but that's okay because now we're in Colorado! Wyoming has been a tough state, but I think we're less than an hour away from where we're going tonight. We actually did it. Like, we've been traveling for more than 3 weeks, I think, and we filmed and edited and published all these vlog posts from the road, which I didn't know if we'd be able to do. Cami had to do a lot of driving. I had to edit late and edit while I was in the van, which kind of made me car sick at times, and we just had to be ahead of it. But it's been a really cool process just to realize we could do this, because I didn't know if we'd be able to do it, and I'm really glad that we did do it. The title sequence that you guys saw with the intro thing, I'm actually filming it right here. See that? Right up there. We are in Loveland, Colorado, and we just got a text message from our friends that just got off the Wonderland Trail. Doug and Jess finished it completely with all their kids, and we are so happy for them. Good work, guys. We are almost where we're going tonight. We are going to be staying with a guy named Mark that I went to high school with almost 20 years ago, and I haven't seen since then. In fact, all I knew about him in high school was I think he was the president of the Christian Club. So humbling receiving the gift of hospitality from people. People are giving us their space, their time, their food, and there's just like no way to repay it.
It is really humbling because you like want to contribute too, but you don't have anything to contribute, and all these people want you to do is just to take from them and receive what they're trying to give you. It's just really, really cool.
Arrived.
Man, look at all that firewood all locked up. That looks like really sad firewood.